about London, but I want to talk about speeding.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Geoffbuyscars, and yet again he started his camera before mine.
I'm just more organised.
Oh,
Look,
no.
mine's on the 12 seconds, yours is only on 8.
Yeah, as I've just said, that's because you started yours before mine. Which bit of that didn't...
I tell you what, if you had a proper camera mount, you'd have got that.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I got one from Halfords.
Right, anyway.
Which is why mine's wobbling and yours is solid.
Let's talk about speeding.
Why?
You've recently come off of a little while of not driving your car.
See? No need. Yes, I received a 6-month ban from driving for totting up offences.
Yeah.
Because, for those of you that aren't familiar with my work, for 2 years I delivered electric cars all around Britain, hence why I set up EV Carnage, because I drove a lot of electric cars that were carnage. So I set up this channel and then it's grown from there.
To be fair, other than like proper journalists, you've probably driven more different EVs
46.
than most people. So
46 different makes and models, and that's not including the vans.
So people might laugh at him for his accent, because he sounds like he's not very intelligent because he's from the West Country.
Oh, he sounds like he's not very intelligent because he's from the West Country.
Said the Brummie.
Yeah.
But the point is, you've driven them all,
Yep.
and your opinions are like so valid because you've had so many times where you've gone like no distance and had to charge.
Yeah.
The vans are all crap, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're all rubbish. And I think we said this before. Was it the only one that you actually liked was the Polestar?
No. Volvo XC40 Recharge, now called the EX40.
Right.
Still the best milk float I've ever driven.
Yeah.
By miles.
Yeah.
And then Teslas are Teslas. You know, they are very good at what they do.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't have one.
Yeah.
But they are very good at what they do. The rest of them, I tried doing a top 40 and ranking them in order of 40, and I literally just went 40 to number 4. They're all shit.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's what I did. And it was just easier because, so yes. And over those 2 years, I drove 125,000 miles. I worked it out, which is most people's mileage in 12 years of their life.
And you went everywhere.
Yeah. The longest I ever did was Inverurie. Look at it. It's up there.
They probably make whiskey there, don't they?
Down to Gatwick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, yeah, I think they do. I don't know, it was bleak. But that was all right. That was a Touareg V10.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, lovely. Lovely. 1 year old, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I have driven all the milk floats in all the scenarios, summer, winter, rain. I've done it all. And yet I still, according to the milk floaterati, know nothing about them.
Yeah.
Because I'm not driving them to work and back every day. No, I was getting from A to B as quickly as possible, which is the purpose of a motor vehicle. That is it. That is its purpose. And if it does it in a less efficient way to an existing petrol or diesel car, and you have to in some way compromise yourself to make up for the fact that you are in an EV, that is not progress, that is moving backwards. That was my point. So anyway, long story short, 125,000 miles over 2 years, equivalent to 12 years driving, and I picked up 9 points. I already had 3, and I picked up 9. Entirely my fault. I have my hands up. I don't blame anybody for that, but me, it was entirely my fault. The last 3 I got was driving a Skoda Octavia VRS around the back lanes of Taunton and talking to the camera, doing a YouTube video and going, God, this is banging. This is a brilliant car. What a piece of kit this is. And I've just driven past a camera doing 42 and a 30, and that's me done.
Yeah. Brilliant.
So I got banned in November. I got my license back in May.
Yeah.
And now I am fully back on the road. However, what I haven't revealed to anybody, this is an exclusive.
All right.
I got done for speeding.
Oh, no, again.
But
Yeah.
I've been back on the road for 2 weeks. And I drove up weirdly to the Cotswolds to see my horse. And drove back, and I got near Tiverton it was, and there's the camera van on the bridge. I'm doing 79. So
On the motorway, 79.
Yeah.
So 79 in a 70.
yeah, so the 10% plus 2 rule doesn't work anymore.
No.
79 and a 70. But luckily, like a confession, it's been 3 years since my last speed awareness course.
Yeah, so you should be all right.
Did it last week.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So you're back to 0 then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incidentally, did you know that the rules on the motorway have changed? When we passed our test, inside lane, slow moving traffic.
Yep.
Middle lane, fast moving traffic.
Yep.
Outside lane, overtaking.
Yep.
Nope, not anymore.
Do you know what? I was actually going to make a funny video about this, about the things about Britain that we all presume that are no longer the case.
Yeah.
Another one being like, if you see a sign that the road is closed, you know, someone who recently arrived in the country might say, oh, well, that means the road's closed. And we know that it means you could probably get through if you try. With the motorway, you think that there's 3 lanes, one for overtaking, slower lane, even slower lane. But now these days, it's just pick a lane.
No. Fresh out the speed awareness course a week ago today. My knowledge is current. The inside lane is where you drive.
Right.
The outside lane is for overtaking. Never found out what the third lane's for. I presume that's for overtaking the people that are overtaking if they're going slower.
Well,
But you must always now head back into the inside lane. You do not stay in the middle lane. Even if there's lorries there doing 56 mile an hour and you're in the middle lane doing 70 miles an hour, because we all obey the speed limits, people.
Yeah.
And you're driving down the motorway at 70 mile an hour in the middle lane, and on the inside there's a gap that you could pull into for, you know, maybe 400 or 500 yards.
Yeah.
If you don't, the police can stop you for lane hogging.
I think that's a difficult one, because there is a bit of a grey area, because I agree, you know, it works in Europe. They managed to do it with 2 lanes and you are able to make progress. We can't in the UK, you're stuck, you can't go anywhere. But it's like, if the gap where you could pull in is only 100, 200 yards, then, you know, do you stay in the middle lane, or are you then a middle lane hogger? But what gets my absolute goat is when you've got 3 lanes and they're doing 56 mile an hour, 57 mile an hour, 59 mile an hour. It's wild that the UK seems to be like that.
Well, funnily enough, on the way up here today, we commented ourselves on the amount of milk floats we passed on the inside lane doing a steady 56 miles an hour.
Yep.
And then 2 of them pulled off. And I said, look, they weren't doing 56 at all. They were pulling off because they need to go and charge up.
You pulled off to pull each other off.
But what annoys me is if you're in 3 lanes and you've got one of these people who is holier than thou. I know the highway code. I know that I must stick to the inside lane. So they go out to the outside lane and then instantly come boom, straight back over to the inside lane. And then 10 seconds later, there's a lorry. Woof,
Yeah.
woof. And you see them and they're doing this constantly. How can that be safer than that?
Yeah. Or the other thing is you end up just going, I'll just sit in the fast lane. No, it's not called the fast lane. But you think, well, to save time, I'm going slightly quicker than everybody else. I will just sit in the fast lane, although that's probably how you end up with having 56 days without driving. But it's getting ridiculous. But as well, the amount of cameras that are everywhere now, and I speak to Richard from Challenger Road as well, he keeps getting caught in the most spurious places where we weren't caught before. So I think, if all of mine catch up with me, because I was on 0 at the start of the year, if all of mine actually catch up with me, I could potentially be on 9. Although I've got 2 that seem to have gone missing. And they're all ridiculous.
Are any of them from Warwickshire? Because I had one from Warwickshire go missing.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, I think one is Thames Valley Police, and that's on the motorway. I've had one from Worcestershire go missing, which is nice. But that was
Thank
it.
you, Worcestershire.
That was, and the stupid thing is as well, like, you know, this is a fast car. This car will do 150 mile an hour. I've got a Saab that do 150 mile an hour. I keep getting caught in my wife's car, which is better than getting caught in your wife's underwear. But I keep getting caught in my wife's
You
car.
say that. I mean, who are you getting caught by in your wife's underwear? If it's your wife, I don't see an issue with
Is
that.
that all right, is it?
I like a bit of silk, mate. Yeah.
Right, we've all learned something today. But I just feel we're going to end up in a position where everybody's lost their driving licence because there's that many cameras everywhere now.
And surely that's the plan. That's the way to get people off the road, isn't it?
Yeah.
The speed awareness guy told me last week that all these cameras are not about money and they're not about stopping people driving. They're about making it safer for everyone to drive. And the last thing they want to be doing is speed awareness courses. But they do them because that's better than banning people from driving.
That's a tricky one to get your head round, isn't it? Well, I think this, you know, you got the guy, or the guy on the motorbike, or guy in the van, or these days a guy that is in a van that looks like a camper van that's actually got a camera out the back, right? And they say that that is the safety camera van. Now, what is safer? Hiding by the side of the road, waiting for people to come back quickly, or standing by the side of the road with a sign or waving people down saying, slow down? Because if there's something there that actually slows the people down, that's got to be safer than just waiting to catch them. So it purely has to be about generating cash, doesn't it?
Did you know where the money goes?
I haven't got a clue. I
Right.
could say that about the whole government for the last however many years.
But
Where the hell is all the money going?
Let's say you're in my neck of the woods and it's Devon and Cornwall Safety Camera Partnership. I know, I've had lots of correspondence from them over the years. I know I'm on first name terms with them.
Yeah. I actually want to get a letter with a Droitwich postcode because that's where it all comes from.
So they all, right, all that money that they collect, I always assumed went to Devon and Cornwall Police to pay for their Christmas piss up.
Yeah.
No, it goes straight to the Crown.
Right.
All speeding fines are fed in to the national government. They do not stay locally at all.
And that'd be interesting because I don't think people would mind. We've got one near us. There's 2 locations that the camera van camps out, and it's got so bad. I was in a pub. I was in the pub the other day, and I heard all the locals complaining about it and saying they need to go and do something because everybody's been done by this camera van at stupid speeds, low speeds. If it was the case that every speeding fine that was raised in your village went back into something for the community, for the village, I think people would be okay with that. But if all the money goes to the Crown and they spend it on, I don't know, hotels for people,
Dingies.
dinghies, and all that, then people get really angry about the fact that there is speeding. I think there's much better ways that you can deal with speeding when everybody's lost their driving licenses.
Have you seen what they've done in Sweden?
What have they done in Sweden?
Well, this was going to be a video this week. It's now become a video this week.
Actually, I have. And I think I was going to do this video as well. So we'll do it together now.
Right. Have you seen what they've done in Sweden, Geoffrey?
Go on, Tony. Tell me what they've done in Sweden.
What they've done over there is rather than fine people for driving over 30 miles an hour, they reward people for driving under 30 miles an hour.
It's such a better system, isn't it? So they've got this camera thing that's up on the street. And what does it do? If you go past at the correct speed, it gives you a cookie or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it is. Tell you what, I'll see if I can find it. You explain a little bit more about it, even though you've run out of material, because we've already worked out that we don't know any more than that. But
essentially, I saw this as well, because in the UK, we've got the one that it will give you a smiley face, but let's be honest, we're not at school anymore. A smiley face isn't enough to motivate you to do anything. What they've done in Sweden is they come up with this system where if you go past at the correct speed, it does something. It gives you a coupon, or Tony's about to find it, and I'm stalling whilst he does. But it's coming now. Internet's good round here, isn't it?
No, it ain't coming.
You get the horse to start going round again. It's not working at all. Here you go. Look, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh, is it?
We're getting there. We've got.
Put me readers on.
Readers are on. Oh no, there you go. We've both got it completely wrong. It's a speed camera lottery.
Yes.
So if you go past at the correct speed, it will log your number plate and therefore know who you are. And then it will put you in a lottery with all the other good drivers, and someone gets a chance to win something.
There we go.
Safari can't open the page because the network
Well,
connection
it was there. It was there. We seen it. It was real. It definitely happened.
That's basically what it is then.
Yeah.
If you go past at the correct speed, they'll enter you into a lottery, and that lottery person will win something. And that's a much better idea. So it's carrot versus stick, isn't it? Instead of I'll hit you with the stick until you do what you want, they go, I'm going to give you this carrot and incentivize you to do what you want. It's a much better way of doing it.
Yeah, so if you drive at the speed limit everywhere you go, you get multiple entries into the lottery to win the speeding fine money.
Yeah.
That's
what it is. You've got it. It was the speed and fine money.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So that's genius.
So in the comments, we'd like...
Technically, as long as I keep driving, somebody else is going to get rich.
Yes.
So if you drive to the speed limit, I should just give you £100 a month.
So that you can then not drive at the speed limit. Yeah, I get it.
Well, no, because I'd still get fined, but it would just be cut out the middleman.
Yeah, right.
I'll just sit at home and just send you £100 every month. Save time, wouldn't it?
If you're a fast driver, next time you're down the pub, just gander a couple of fivers.
yeah, just start throwing money around the pub. Here you go, I'm going to go drive down the road.
Let us know in the comments if you've been caught speeding in the last few years, if you think that the speeding cameras are getting ridiculous, what you think about safety camera vans. Have you got a problem in your local area with the same safety camera van hanging out at the same place? It's nothing to do with safety. Let us know how many points you're on, and if you're sat at home because you're banned from driving, then you might as well tell us that as well.
Hello.
Yeah, exactly. We got anything else on that, or is that...
I think we covered that quite well, because we actually covered the thing that I wanted to cover and you wanted to cover by not covering it.
Yeah, good. Covered. Thanks for watching.
Future my arse.